All right. I just finished. Well, I didn't. I was watching the debate between Emptywithoutbrain versus VenomfangX, and I didn't actually watch the whole thing because I actually couldn't quite bear it. But I, watched the first 20 minutes and skipped to the end. Um, but one thing that keeps coming up that I wanted to comment on is that Sean keeps talking about asking the question of why someone with an atheistic worldview should care about good societies or bad societies, and everyone keeps trying to answer that. But I think what's happening is there's some sort of disconnect with people not understanding what Sean is actually looking for. What he's looking for is he's trying to show, because he thinks that Christianity and religion in general offers some sort of ultimate law that gives humans value. Like he talked about how God in the Bible said we have domain over the earth and so on and so forth. So he thinks that there's this ultimate law that doesn't change forever and ever and ever, and we have value because of that. Okay, and he's trying to ask, well, does atheism give us this type of value? And the simple answer is no. And so therefore, why should an atheist, a non-Christian anyways, care about whether or not society is good or not? Simple answer, we live here, period. We all we live here, we want to survive, we want to have a good life, we want to not suffer. Therefore, what our definition of morality and his definition of morality are not the same thing. His definition of morality is ultimate, unchanging law that we never have to think about because nothing ever changes in the universe and we're amazing God creatures. Versus reality, where we know things change, and morality changes with societies. It changes as we learn more. It changes upon situations, because what is moral in one situation may not be moral in another. Case in point, if you're starving, it's morally okay to steal food. Okay, if your wife is burning in a house and you have to get to her and you don't have a car, it is morally okay to steal a car. Should you do it in other circumstances? No, you shouldn't, because it's bad for society if everyone steals everyone's cars. But in certain situations, it is morally okay. Okay? So what happens is we form societies based on what will generate the most equality, most prosperity, most sanity, best health for the most people. That's what societies do. And why would someone who doesn't think we are given gifts from God care about that? Because we live here and we want to live here the best we possibly can. It's not very difficult to understand. We have a vested interest. We have even more of a vested interest in it, because this is the only life we have, versus you think you're going to go off to paradise after this. Okay, so we have a vested interest that you do not even have. The reality is that we all have the same playing field. You're just deluded and you don't want to see it. We do. We're trying to face reality on its own terms. You want to believe that you have other things going for you, not a problem. Okay, that's the difference. But people listening to this just need to understand what Venom is actually looking for. What he actually thinks. He actually thinks that there's this ultimate law, and the main thing that he's talking about is something that never changes. That is law that is there, given by the lawgiver in the universe, and so on and so forth, that never changes. But we know that. But anyone who's educated or studied anything or lived life, for that matter, knows that life is emergent. Okay, there is no ultimate law. We learn and grow, and as we experience different types of situations. Okay, life is emergent. Society is emergent. To try to think it's stagnant is detrimental, and that's been proven by the little thing we like to call the Dark Ages. End of story. Okay, so hope this all makes sense, and otherwise, it was a good conversation, a debate or something like that. All right, bye.